Hello dear friends, I am AWDHESH Patel and I welcome to all of you in another video on the history of Nala dynasty. As you know that we have covered important kings in the previous video, in this video we will be covering the rest of them. Let's start with the very important Skandvarman. Skandvarman. Skandvarman ruled from 480 AD to 515 AD. As we already have seen that Arthpati Bhattarak died while fighting with Vakatka rulers. After the death of Arthpati Bhattarak, he was succeeded by his younger brother Skandvarman. The first and very important fact about Skandvarman is that he was the younger brother of Arthpati Bhattarak. So let's write it. He was the younger brother of Arthpati Bhattarak. We know that Arthpati Bhattarak was defeated and killed by Prithvisen II, a great Vakatka king. So Skandvarman tried to avenge the death of his brother and he invaded the Vakatka Empire, and at that time the Vakatka Empire was being ruled by Devsen. So Skandvarman not only defeated Devsen, but he also annexed a large area known as Vidarbha from the Vakatka Empire and annexed and incorporated Vidarbha region in Nala Empire. So he was more capable a ruler than his brother. So this is another crucial information that Skandvarman invaded Vakatka Empire defeated the contemporary king Devsen and annexed Vidarbha region and incorporated it in Pushkari. So in this way, Skandvarman rehabilitated and restored Pushkari to its lost glory by incorporating Vidarbha region and defeating Devsen. So he was a very powerful Nala king. Later on, after restoring Pushkari, he renamed Pushkari, the Nala capital, as Poragarh. So this is a very important information. So let's note it down. So Skandvarman renamed Pushkari as Poragarh. After renaming it as Poragarh, he ruled over Pushkari, means Poragarh, for a long time and issued copper plates and many inscriptions from there. So Poragarh inscription is one such inscription. Poragarh inscription tells us that the Nala Empire under Skandvarman was the most extensive empire in Chhattisgarh region. So this is another important fact. So let's talk about Poragarh inscription. So Poragarh inscription the first thing which it tells us is that Nala Empire was most extensive under Skandvarman. And there is another very crucial and important information regarding Poragarh inscription, that it starts with a phrase, and the phrase is that it was victorious, is victorious, and will be victorious. So the Poragarh inscription starts with a phrase, starts with a phrase, and the phrase is, it was victorious, is victorious, and will be victorious. The third thing which is very important and peculiar about Poragarh inscription is that in Poragarh inscription, Skandvarman has been called as Nalanvaya Makhyas. So Skandvarman has been called Nalanvaya Makhyas. So this is all about Skandvarman. So let's revise it. So as far as Skandvarman is considered, he ruled between 480 to 515 AD, and he was the younger brother of Arthpati Bhattarak. When he ascended the throne, he inherited a battered and defeated Nala Empire by the Vakatkas. Remember, we had read that Arthpati Bhattarak was very badly defeated by Prithvisen II. So Skandvarman tried to avenge that defeat and humiliation, and he invaded the Vakatka Empire. When he invaded Vakatka Empire was being ruled by Devsen. Not only he defeated Devsen, he also snatched and incorporated Vidarbha region in Pushkari. Remember, Pushkari was the capital of the Nalas. Later on, he renamed Pushkari as Poragarh and issued many inscriptions from that place. One such inscription is known as Poragarh inscription. According to Poragarh inscription, Nala Empire was most extensive under Skandvarman at that time. And it starts with the phrase. The phrase says, it was victorious, is victorious, and will be victorious. Now this phrase shows the indomitable spirit of the Nalas. And in this very inscription, Skandvarman has been gloriously called as Nalanvaya Makhyas. So this is all about Skandvarman. Now let's talk about the next ruler. So Skandvarman was succeeded by Stambharaj. Who ruled from 515 to 550 AD. Now, the only important fact regarding Stambharaj which has been discovered by the scholars and historians is that the description of Stambraj has been recovered from Kulia inscription. Kulia is a place in Balod district. So let's note it down. The description of Stambraj, his description has been found from Kulia village and Kulia copper plate. Kulia copper plate also talks about another ruler who succeeded Stambraj, and that ruler is Nandaraj. So the next ruler is Nandaraj. He ruled from 550 to 585 AD. So the very first information regarding Nandaraj is that his description has been found or recovered from the earthenware, found from Kulia village of Balod district. So his description has been found from earthenware of Kulia village in Balod district. Nandaraj is believed to have succeeded Stambraj, and he is also the ruler during whose reign Kirtivarman, a famous king from the eastern Chalukya of Vengi, invaded the Nala Empire. So during the stint of Nandaraj, during his reign, Kirtivarman, the Pallava king, the Kirtivarman of Eastern Chalukya dynasty, of Vengi, invaded Nala Empire. So this is all about Stambraj and Nandaraj. So basically the description regarding Stambraj and Nandaraj both has been found from Kulia inscription. Kulia is a village in Balod district, and as far as Nandaraj is concerned, his reign becomes very important for us because Kirtivarman, who was one of the famous Eastern Chalukya king of Vengi, had invaded Nala Empire. We talk about the reign of Kirtivarman. It was from 567 AD to 597 AD. So that's all about Nandaraj. Now let's talk about the next Nala king. Now, Nandaraj was actually succeeded by his son and later on by his grandson, Prithviraj. Prithviraj. So actually Prithviraj was the grandson of the Nandaraj. So the very first information which is very important, that he was the grandson of Nandaraj and he was a very pious devotee of Virupaksh form of Lord Shiva. So he was a devotee of Virupaksh form of Lord Shiva. So these are the important thing about Prithviraj, because he was a devout follower and devotee of Virupaksh form of Shiva. That's why he named his son as Virupaksh after Lord Shiva. So this is another important information. So Prithviraj was succeeded by Virupaksh. So Virupaksh was his son and successor. The reign of Prithviraj and Virupaksh is not so important because no important event occurred during their reign. At least we don't know about any of them. So that's why from the point of view of our study, the reign of Prithviraj and Virupaksh is not very important. Now, the next ruler who was the son of Virupaksh is very, very important, and he was none other than Bilastung. So the next ruler is Bilastung. So Bilasatung, he reigned from 660 to 700 AD. So actually he was the son of Virupaksh and was the grandson of Prithviraj. So this is the very first information. Let's note it down. He was the son of Virupaksh and grandson of Prithviraj. Another very important, very important and crucial information regarding Bilastung is that he was the contemporary of one of the greatest ruler of Pandu dynasty, Mahashivagupta Balarjuna. So he was the contemporary of Mahashivagupta Balarjuna. Of Pandu dynasty. So these are the two very crucial information. The third information which the scholars have received about Bilastung is that he had constructed a Vishnu temple, famously and popularly known as Rajiv Lochan temple, which is located at Rajim. So he is credited with the construction of Rajiv Lochan temple. So he constructed Rajiv Lochan temple, which is actually a Vishnu temple at Rajim. Actually, some scholars believe that Rajiv Lochan temple was constructed by more than one kings actually, but certainly the mandapa, the pillars and the mandapa hall was constructed during the reign of Bilastung. So it shows that his influence was up to the brink of Mahanadi in Rajim. So Bilastung was one of the most important and powerful rulers of Nala dynasty. Now, Bilastung was later on followed by or succeeded by Prithvi Vyaghra. Prithvi Vyaghra. Prithvi Vyaghra, who ruled from 700 to 740 AD. So what is the importance of Prithvi Vyaghra? Actually, Prithvi Vyaghra is very important because he has been mentioned in Udyantiram inscription by the Pallava king Nandivardhan. So Prithvi Vyaghra has been mentioned in Udyantiram inscription of Pallava king Nandivardhan. So this is one of the most important achievement of Prithvi Vyaghra, that he has been mentioned in the Udyantiram inscription issued by Pallava king Nandivardhan, and in that inscription he has been recognized as the ruler succeeding Bilastung. So this is all about Prithvi Vyaghra. Now the next important ruler is Bhimsen Dev. Bhimsen Dev. Bhimsen Dev. Actually, after Prithvi Vyaghra, almost for 150 years, there is no mention of any Nala king. It is believed that Bhimsen Dev rules over Nala Empire 150 years after the rule of Prithvi Vyaghra. So his reign, his period is estimated to be from 900 AD to 925 AD. Okay. So, what is the importance of Bhimsen Dev? Well, his copper plates have been found from Gunjam and Koraput regions of Odisha. His copper plate has been found from Gunjam, Koraput region. So this is a very important fact regarding Bhimsen Dev. It shows that their influence is stretched up to Odisha. That's not a small achievement, you can say. So the next king, or the last one, is Narendra Dhaval. So the last known Nala king is Narendra Dhaval. Narendra Dhaval. Who ruled from 925 to 950 AD. Well, what is important regarding Narendra Dhaval? The most important and crucial fact regarding Narendra Dhaval is that he was the last known Nala king. He was the last, or he is the last known Nala king. Scholars believe that the emergence of Soma dynasty in the Great Plains of Chhattisgarh and the Chindak Nag dynasty in the Bastar region and continued strife of these dynasties with the Nara dynasty weakened the Nara dynasty and ultimately ended it. So this is all about the important Nala kings and the important facts regarding them. We will continue this series of the history of Chhattisgarh. You have to stay tuned. Thank you.